Today on the channel from Mattel Elite Series 96, we're all smiles with happy Brock Lesnar.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today from Series 96, we've got the Beast Incarnate, we've got Brock Lesnar. But for all your wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And Brock Lesnar returns to the Elite line in Series 96. Just prior to this, of course, a Walmart exclusive Ruthless Aggression Brock Lesnar just came out. And we do know there is an Ultimate Edition of Brock Lesnar coming out very, very soon. Very similar to this, but a little bit different. More bells and whistles as we get with the Ultimate Editions. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's look at old happy Brock Lesnar. It's weird to see him smiling and all happy, but I think it really came at a good time in his career to turn into a good guy, if you could call it that. As we've known, he's had one character for a long, long time, showing a little different range of emotions, things like that going on. I believe I was live in Minnesota when he came back as kind of a good guy, so that was kind of crazy when he came back not too long ago. I don't know, a year ago, 8 months ago. What is time anymore? But to get Brock smiley, happy, of course he had his swan song, for lack of a better term, at least this go around just recently against Roman Reigns, and we'll see what the future holds for Brock Lesnar. It'll be an interesting one to see when and if we see Brock Lesnar again in the WWE ring. But there's all Brock right there, and this is an interesting packaged Elite, as this is one of those ones that is just different. We're used to our Elites being more centered in the package, but we got ring steps, we got extra accessories, a lot going on here, so very interesting from a package placement department. We got Brock here, Brock Lesnar, WWE Elite, Series 96, True Effects, Certified Authentic, Brock Lesnar, Mattel Elite, and then we got a little glamour shot on the other side there. There's old Brock. And then we get down to it, we get to the back of the package, and there's Brock, the tail of the tape, the glamour shot, of course. We got the blurb. We got the cross-sell. We're unboxing all these on the channel. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got videos every single day, as you guys know. And then at the end of the week, we're going to rank the wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned for that as well. Without further ado, let's read the back, see what's going on with Brock Lesnar here. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think, wasn't it Alexandria, Minnesota? I believe that's the case. 6'3", 286 pounds. Finisher, the good old F5. Career highlights, Universal Champion, WWE Champion. Future Hall of Famer, no doubt in my mind. The Beast Incarnate returned to WWE with one prize in his sights, the Universal Championship, held by the head of the table, Roman Reigns. So there you go, old Brock, old ponytail Brock, smiling face Brock. What are we doing here? What are we doing, Brock? We're mixing it up and we're throwing things around. See you later. Goodbye. Off to the races. I guess we'll do plastic prison, but we did get a pair of ring steps, or one ring step. So an interesting accessory. This is an accessory you do not see a whole lot over the years. More, you get these with your rings, not necessarily as an accessory, but I like it. It's very cool. Of course, used as a weapon many, many times in wrestling over the years. Makes a lot of sense to me, I guess. Then we get the old plastic prison. We get a camera with him, a video camera as well. 2 extra hands. There he is in the plastic prison. But very interesting accessories with this one. I'm not sure the reasoning for this and how they came to the reasoning here, but I do like it. Man, he's locked in at his hands here. Of course, he's locked in tight. Going to be hard to get out perfectly. Uh-oh. What do we got going on here? What do we got going on? There's 1, and there's 2, and we're off to the races. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, as a wise man once said many moons ago. We're going to pop Brock out. There it is, twist ties everywhere. Try to save those from my carpet. And we're off to the races. See you later up high, towards the sky. Now let's break this down. We'll put him off to the side. We'll get to him in a second. But let's look at this camera first, I guess. It's an interesting one. Of course, we don't have the stand it goes into. I know some of the play sets back in the day had this camera with a stand, but this is just a straight up camera. But great for your guys in the crowd, setting things up. There's a lot of use you could do for this camera. Of course, use it as a weapon in your matches as well. All black, but you know all day that is a camera. We get 2 extra hands here. Brock comes with 2 fists of fury. You know I'm all about that. Us Midwestern boys like me and Brock, you know, we always got our fists ready to go. We got Brock Lesnar here. He's got his gloves. He's got Lesnar on the gloves there, and these are two gripping hands. So he's got two gripping hands, two fisted hands on old Brock Lesnar. Now we get down to Brock Lesnar. Very, very cool. For people that don't want the ultimate completionist, people that collect all the lines, very cool to get this version of Brock in the Elite line. Very different than his other figures, and Brock's a guy that is very toyetic, but it's a lot of the same stuff over and over. There's not a lot of diversity in his action figure department. So we finally got a little diversity here with him, with the smiling head scan. Of course, the double-jointed pinless elbows. You know I'm about that all day long. And then the ponytail on the top looks really good. Well, I don't know if it looks good, but it looks good in action figure form. It's not a look I would rock, let's just say that. But Brock's smiling there. I just can't get over the smiling head sculpt. It's so different than all of his other head sculpts, going all the way back to the Jax days, of course. But then Brock, let's break down this articulation on Brock here. You got the shoulders and the arms go all the way around. You got the bicep cut. Double-jointed pinless elbows, as I talked about. Hands removable, side to side, back and forth. We do got the little forearm here. Fear the Fury, it says. We got the little wristbands, I guess we'll call them. Does have an ab crunch, does have waist articulation. Head back and forth. Head is removable, so for some reason you want to switch a Brock head out, you could put a more regular edition Brock head on here if you really wanted to. He can do the splits. He does got the thigh cut. Double jointed knees right there. Does have a boot cut and ankles back and forth. Very tight ankles on Brock here. But man, I just can't get over it. It's so weird to see him smiling in this sculpt. It is so different. Of course, Brock does have his tattoos. The sword on the chest. The big skull on the back. The shoulder tattoos. He's got all that stuff going on. Of course, the trunks. Very Brock Lesnar-ish. No Jimmy John's logos, any of that going on, but he got the Brock Lesnar logo in 3 different spots here. He does got very interesting legs. They almost look like old man legs. Look at those teardrops in those calves. He did not skip leg day. Good calves on Brock Lesnar here. Can't wait for the day we get pinless joints on the legs. That'll be a glorious day in the Mattel Elite line for sure. But you got Lesnar on the gloves like we saw with the other ones. Just an all-around good Brock Lesnar figure. Now, is this the definite Brock Lesnar? Probably not. It's probably some of the prior Elites or the upcoming Ultimate if you're into an Ultimate edition of a Happy Brock Lesnar. But man, this is not too bad for what it is. This fits a home in your Elites setup, I think for sure. And this looks good on a ringside stand, I have to imagine. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. He does fit like a glove. So an interesting version of Brock Lesnar. It's just very, very strange. It just feels very surreal. It's an interesting one. It's really an anomaly in the Brock Lesnar collections to get a smiling face Brock Lesnar. Some cool accessories as well with this one. And we did talk about his last figure that came out, the Elite Ruthless Aggression right there. So you get young version, you get old version. It is what it is. And I love the tattoos on these. As you can see when it was added. Of course, he's got the chest tattoo here, doesn't have it here. Got the old meat hooks on the back, doesn't have it here. So it's really Brock and his tattoos through the years in some ways as well. But an interesting one, and just an interesting anomaly is what this Brock Lesnar figure here is. But I'm here for it. It almost feels like a first time in the line in some strange way. First time we've ever seen Brock smile, and it's an action figure form. There you go. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land, all in, all out, picking up this Brock? I got a feeling a lot of people are going to be waiting for that Ultimate. That might be you. Sound off in the comments down below. Of course, like this video. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then don't forget about the Patreon. Link in the description below. We got early access videos, bonus content, exclusive content, and of course, monthly giveaways. And best of all, you do support the channel. And you can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Brock Lesnar and all the happy people of the world, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon. Down the articulation, the arms go all the way around, double jointed on the double.